Hello everyone, and welcome again to one of our monthly trade tips. On this occasion, the Spanish Chamber of Commerce in the UK has decided to highlight the importance of the meat alternative market. Throughout this presentation, we will discover the trends of this market and the many business opportunities it offers. To begin with, I would like to explain briefly what is understood as the meat alternative market and why is it of extreme importance to bear in mind for businesses. The meat alternatives market, also called meat substitute market, involves every cultured or plant-based product that is sold as a resemblance of meat or any of its derivatives. This involves any product sold with common names such as hamburger or sausages, but which is in fact made of vegetables such as chickpeas or tofu. To illustrate this, please take a look at this diagram. Here we can see the global meat substitute market share by source, where soy and wheat-based ingredients are shown as the most popular amongst plant-based elements. But why is this market so important? 2020 has been a watershed year for the sustainable protein market. The sector has attracted double the investment of last year in just 6 months. This commitment shows that food companies are developing the infrastructure and innovation to benefit from the seismic shift in the ways we shop and eat. The global meat substitute market size was valued at $4.5 billion in 2019 and is projected to reach $8.8 billion by 2027. The market for meat alternatives has grown exponentially. Analysts estimate that the market for laboratory meat made from plant proteins could increase in value to $85 billion by 2030, as reported by the New York Times. 2 in 5 global food giants with combined annual revenues of $459 billion now have teams dedicated to developing and selling plant-based alternatives to meat and dairy, with Tesco and Unilever at the helm. They are not alone. A lot of big brands like Burger King and Sainsbury's have also entered the vegan and plant-based space. So, what are the key drivers of this market? Why is it becoming more relevant in our day-to-day lives now than it was 5 years ago? After the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, there were many people who reflected on the lifestyle they led and decided to make a change, especially in relation to what food they ate and how it affected their health. The shift to more sustainable diets has become a powerful tool for reducing greenhouse gas emissions and improving global health, as confirmed by the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. It is these favorable consumption patterns of a plant-based diet and the ethical consumerism that are driving the growth of the market. Moreover, the sector of plant-based foods has gone from a dietary niche to a sector drawing the interest of big brands and investors with deep pockets. It started with the vegan demographic, but now, thanks to the focus on flavors and taste, meat eaters are increasingly purchasing these products. So, how does this affect Europe and especially the Spanish and the UK markets? Let's take a look at this chart of the meat substitute market size in Europe that ranges from 2017 to 2028. We see an increasing trend reaching $1.62 billion in 2020. From this, we can get a clear picture of how the market is increasingly gaining more relevance and how this trend is one to bear in mind when doing business. Looking more closely into Spain, we can definitely see a rise in people's concerns with food habits. This chart shows how searches with the words vegan and vegetarian have increased in the last years. Furthermore, the UK does not fall behind in this trend. As we can see in this diagram, the consumer expenditure on meat-free food products in the United Kingdom in 2020 was £595.4 million. This represents an increase of 48.56% in the short period of 4 years. It is worth highlighting the key market trends, where we can find the robust popularity of veganism, the increased investment by key players of the meat processing industry in the meat substitute sector, and the implementation of policies and regulatory frameworks such as the BMPA pork scheme. So, where are businesses going for investment? There already exist a few good investment platforms where mission-aligned investors can connect with startups and create investment deals. TheEvolution.com the Glasswall Syndicate and veganinvestor.com are the most active. To conclude, the meat substitute market is gaining a big space in the global market. Many important multinationals are investing in plant-based products. Society is becoming increasingly averse to meat products due to climate change and awareness of the dangers of the meat industry. And being a relatively new market, it offers many opportunities for businesses. We have now come to the end of this trade tip. Thank you very much for watching the presentation, and I hope you enjoyed and learned about the business opportunities of the meat alternatives market. If you have any questions or you would like to discuss information further, please do not hesitate to contact us. We would love to help you. If you have enjoyed this topic, you're more than welcome to check the rest of the trade tips available in our website. Thank you very much for your time, and see you in the next trade tip.